All right, let's get into it. We are talking about one of the most, truly, one of the most incredible journeys you can ever take. A classic 7-day cruise to Alaska, kicking things off from Seattle. We're going to walk you through the whole thing, day by day, from the city lights all the way to those massive icy glaciers. Seriously, just take a second and look at that. This isn't just a vacation, right? It's like a full-on expedition. You're heading into this world of giant mountains, endless wilderness, and water that's so blue you'll wonder if it's even real. This is one of those trips that sticks with you forever. It's the definition of a bucket list adventure. Okay, so every epic story has a beginning, and for this adventure, it all starts in the amazing city of Seattle. From there, we're heading out into the calm, gorgeous waters of the Inside Passage. So here's my first big piece of advice for you. If you can swing it, get there a day early. Seriously, Seattle is loaded with cool stuff. Pike Place Market, the Space Needle, you name it. It's the perfect warm-up for the main event. And hey, that pro tip on the slide, the one about the rain jacket, that is not a suggestion. Trust me, Seattle's weather is unpredictable to say the least. So day 2, you wake up and you're not on land anymore. You're at sea, just gliding through the famous Inside Passage. And let me tell you, it's so peaceful. Just picture it. You've got your morning coffee and you're just sailing through these misty fjords with these huge snow-covered mountains everywhere you look. It's just, wow. And this is where the wildlife show really begins. You're going to want to keep your binoculars handy, like all the time. Whales, dolphins, bald eagles, they're all out there. And here's a little secret for you. Get up early. The best time to spot them is in the morning, when the water is like glass. It's totally worth it. All right, so let's get a bird's eye view of the week. This is our game plan. We kick off in Seattle, shoot up north to hit 3 awesome Alaskan ports: Juneau, the capital; Skagway, which is packed with history; and Ketchikan, the salmon capital. Right smack in the middle, we've got a whole day just for cruising through the unbelievable Glacier Bay. Then we swing by Victoria in Canada for a final stop before heading back. So let's dive into each one. First stop, Juneau and Skagway. These two towns really feel like you're in the heart of Alaska. They're both soaked in that old gold rush history, but you'll see they have totally different vibes. Both are amazing, though. So we pull into our first Alaskan port, Juneau. And here's a crazy fact for you. It's the only state capital in the entire United States that you can't drive to. No roads in or out. You have to get there by plane or boat, which just gives it this amazing, wild, and remote feeling. And in Juneau, man, what can't you do? You can literally walk up to the giant Mendenhall Glacier. You can go whale watching, and let me tell you, seeing a humpback is pretty much a given. Or you can ride the tram up Mount Roberts for a view that'll just, well, it'll blow your mind. Oh, and while you're downtown, find a local shop and try some smoked salmon dip. You'll thank me later. Okay, next up, day 4 brings us to Skagway, and stepping off the boat here, it's like you've time traveled. Seriously, it feels like you just walked onto the set of an old-school Western movie. This was the launching point for the Klondike Gold Rush, and that frontier spirit, it's still alive and well. The number one thing you have to do here, no question, is the White Pass and Yukon Route Railway. It's this old-timey train that chugs almost 3,000 feet up into the mountains, past waterfalls and glaciers. It's incredible. But definitely explore the town, too. You've got these quirky places like the Red Onion Saloon, which has a brothel museum upstairs. And hey, if you like to hike, the trail to Lower Dewey Lake is a great way to escape the crowds and get some killer views. All right, now we're getting into the real, raw, wild part of the trip. The stuff Alaska is famous for. We're talking giant walls of ice and a town that's all about salmon. Day 5 is different. It's special. You're not getting off the ship today. Why? Because the ship is the destination. The whole day is just about slowly, peacefully cruising through the jaw-dropping Glacier Bay National Park. This is where you get up close and personal with these giant, bright blue glaciers. And you will hear it, that deep, booming crack. It sounds like thunder, right before a huge chunk of ice breaks off and crashes into the ocean. It's called calving, and it's something you'll never forget. And here's something cool. National park rangers actually board the ship and narrate everything you're seeing. It's just an incredible, incredible experience. So after the quiet, epic scale of Glacier Bay, we dock in Ketchikan. And this place has a totally different energy. It's lively, it's colorful, and it's famous for being the salmon capital of the world. The whole town is just buzzing with culture and history. And yeah, the seafood is out of this world. So what's there to do? Well, you can see these incredible, authentic totem poles at Totem Bite State Park. You can wander down the historic Creek Street, which is this old boardwalk built right over the water on stilts. If you're feeling adventurous, a scenic flight over the misty fjords is, well, it's a bucket list item all on its own. And you absolutely have to try a local salmon bake. Okay, our Alaskan journey is starting to wind down, but we're not done yet. We've got one last stop to make, and this one's international. We're heading back towards Seattle, but first, we're going to add a little touch of class to the end of our trip. And that final stop is Victoria, British Columbia in Canada. You know, after a week in the wild, rugged beauty of Alaska, pulling into Victoria feels like you've been transported to Europe. It's all beautiful gardens, stunning historic buildings, just super charming. The big ticket item here is, of course, the world-famous Butchart Gardens. You have to see it. The Inner Harbor is also gorgeous, right by the Parliament buildings, and it's just the perfect, chill way to end an absolutely epic week of adventure. And just like that, it's day 8, and we're back in Seattle. Now listen up, because this is a really important practical tip. When you book your flight home, whatever you do, book it for afternoon, after 12 p.m. You need that time to get off the ship, go through customs, and get to the airport without stressing out. Trust me on this. Okay, before we finish up, just a few quick fire tips to remember. 1, pack layers. The weather can go from sunny to chilly and back again in a few hours. 2, binoculars. Do not forget them. You'll be so mad if you do. And 3, a waterproof case for your phone or camera. It might rain and you don't want to miss a single shot. Now, one last thing. Choosing the right cruise line is key because they all have a slightly different flavor. Think of it like this. Princess gives you that classic, educational Alaska experience. Holland America is great for people who love food and culture. Norwegian is super flexible. Eat when you want, where you want. And if you've got kids, something like Royal Caribbean is packed with family fun. There's a fit for everyone. Yeah, and that's really the bottom line. The route through Alaska is always going to be spectacular, right? That's the main attraction. But the ship you choose really lets you customize the feel of your vacation. You can make it exactly what you want it to be. So, we've walked through it all. The towering glaciers, the incredible wildlife, the charming old towns. And now, I guess there's really only one question left to ask. The adventure is out there, so are you ready to answer the call of the wild?